I'm going to start with some beautiful music of Roger's from an earlier album, The Truth in Me. Do you mind, Roger? Tired of all this. Roger O'Donnell is live in studio, just plugging in. Ian's here. And Mimi. Tired of all this, Roger O'Donnell from his album The Truth in Me. What year was this, Roger?
2006.
2006.
Or maybe 2007, because I just left the band.
Just left the band for the how many time?
That was the second time.
The second time you've left the band.
And,
We won't name the band or go into reasons why. No?
oh, you can.
What do you remember of that time? It's from 2006 to 2025. What kind of do you want to come up here and talk for a bit while we? You're busy trying to get Logic working.
Yeah, my tech's on tour with 9 Inch Nails. Thanks.
You've got no mic technique. You're obviously a keyboardist.
Well, I occasionally go to the microphone on stage, but then they tell me to shut up.
What have you been known to say on stage?
1, 2, testing.
Yeah, in the middle of the
Show.
Do you know, I saw some great clip. It was a strange gig. It was you. I don't know if you're actually with. It was The Cure, and then Iggy Pop came on and smashed all the pots. Do you remember this gig?
No.
Someone, I'm not sure it was The Cure or another band, but they insisted on having pot plants everywhere on the stage, and then another band came on and kicked them all to death. But it might have been you, actually.
We wouldn't have had pot
You don't
plants
remember this gig?
on stage. We don't really like gardening.
I can't imagine Iggy Pop and The Cure on the same lineup. What are the oddest lineups you've been on?
Oh, it's a bit early in the morning.
If you remember anything, it means you weren't there. Is that? It's Roger O'Donnell from The Cure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're busy trying to get Logic working because your tech's on tour with 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, I think I'm getting close.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, it was Henry Rollins, Iggy Pop, and The Cure. Thank you, Borokov, too.
Oh, that's interesting. When
Isn't
was
that an interesting gig? I feel it was in Sweden. Was it in Norway?
Some Scandinavian country.
Where was it, Noah? Do you know more?
I wasn't there.
You weren't there? Oh, God. All right. Bad anecdote. All right. As usual, we had some gremlins, but this is all part of the... Somehow some setting vanished.
Yeah, well, it's because Russ, my tech, is in America and he's watching Los Angeles with 9 Inch Nails when he should be here.
Are you going to send him a sternly worded
I will. I'll
email?
Send him a sternly worded, disgruntled at Dalston.
How do you get in touch with him? Which platform? WhatsApp, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's very diligent. He's a great tech. He's probably the best tech I've ever had.
Does it just say tech in WhatsApp?
No, it says Russ.
Yeah. And how long's your relationship been with him?
Nearly 10 years, I believe.
And will he ride with you or will he ride separately?
No, we don't travel with the crew.
No.
Well, they've got a different schedule to us. They have to be at the gig at like 8 o'clock in the morning to set the gear up.
So you never really see him. He's made sure
it
works.
When I arrive at the venue at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, he's got a cup of tea and a Kit Kat on the stage for me.
Yeah.
And everything's working. And the keys are all polished. And he's very droll.
Yeah.
He's doesn't say a lot.
Yeah.
Not very emotional, but he's really good at his job.
And when was the last time he's let you down here, like today?
He's never let me down.
Really?
No.
So this is the only time he's left you for another band?
He doesn't really like hugging, because Mimi, we arrived at a show together once, and she's a very hugging kind of person. And she went up and hugged him, and he was like he was in the street, and she felt awful. But then the last time she saw him, which was in Berlin when she went to see 9 Inch Nails, Russ reciprocated and hugged back. So
and how did that feel?
I think he's softening.
He's mellowed after 2 years.
Yeah, he's mellowed. 2 years. Right. Like that.
Close up.
Yeah, but I don't know who's been talking into this mic before we do it.
There we go. It's up there.
It might have been Iggy Pop.
Yeah, it might have been. So, how long has this record been in the oven for?
Well,
Was it an
let's
easy
see.
one in the scheme of things?
Well, I've released 2 electronic albums. The last one I released in, I think, 2010. And I really felt that things should come in 3s. You know, I felt very uncomfortable that there were only 2 electronic albums. So I felt all along that there should be at least a third. I'm not saying I'm going to stop here. So I've been thinking about this one for quite some time, probably 10 years. It's been in the works, and a couple of the tracks are actually 10 years old, but most of them came in last autumn. So I took delivery of a new Rhodes, a Mark 8 Rhodes, last summer, and that kind of triggered this completion of this record. And then I managed to complete it by Christmas, I think, and then I mixed it, and then I thought I might have a go at Atmos, surround sound mixing. So took it into a studio in London called Metropolis.
Wow.
And into this room, but I think it had about 90 speakers. I don't know, I'm exaggerating, for effect.
Yeah.
And
all Genelec?
no, I don't know what they were. But in the end of the whole process, I thought that it was a little artificial. Because why do you decide that an instrument's at the back and it's going to travel forward during the time that it's playing a phrase? Why should something be on top of your head and something be underneath you? Whereas stereo feels more real because you've got 2 ears. And when I went to master the vinyl version with Guy at Electric Mastering, who's absolutely amazing, he's like, yeah, this is proper, mate. You don't want to muck about with that Atmos stuff.
Is it because my friend's dad was an engineer, and he was talking about this in the 80s, 90s, and it never, he was like, oh, you can sit in a room and feel a tornado's just come through your house. Yeah. And I've only heard it in one gig. It was at Earth, and they've got actually a system that goes, in Hackney. But I've never really heard many bands actually make the most of it.
We had surround sound in 1987 on that tour.
That was quad, wasn't it?
It was quad, yeah. It was called quad. It wasn't
quadraphonic
sound. It wasn't surround sound.
Yeah.
The problem was, if you were sitting in the right-hand side of the venue at the back, you were only going to hear what was ever coming out of those speakers.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make sense. I actually think that live should be mixed in mono. So
Pink Floyd were wrong.
Pink Floyd were wrong about most things, weren't they? Roger Waters is definitely wrong about everything. But I don't want to get
into Ozzy. So why did he do that? I don't know.
He's just a grumpy old man, isn't he? I mean, not that we're not all grumpy old men.
But Free Palestine still.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah, but it's funny because
I'm not saying let's not go there because I don't agree with it.
But we were having an argument, not an argument, but a funny thing about John Cooper Clarke being such a funny character, and he'll never listen to Genesis, Pink Floyd, and it reminded me a lot of you and your.
Oh well, I actually
strict
did
rules with prog and
I
Rick
did
Wakeman.
an interview with Nick Mason once for some magazine, a car magazine.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, Nick Mason's going to interview. And I'm like, oh, God, really? Nick Mason from Pink Floyd? They're like, yeah, that one. So I'm like, okay. So I turned out, I was like, right, this is going to be really boring. Because he just looks like a geography teacher.
Yeah.
No, that's Keir Starmer, sorry. A history teacher. So I arrived at the venue and I'm getting heckled here by my old mate Ian.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a green.
Oh, he's green. So I met Nick Mason, and he's lovely. He's like your old uncle. And I asked him about punk and all of that. And I said, it must have been really weird for you lot during that period. He's like, well, not really, because we were like way above it. Yeah. And then he told me, did I tell you this story last time? He produced the Damned's first record. And he's like, yeah, we're in the studio, and they like do a take. And I go, oh, yeah, that was great, lads. Let's do it again. They're like, fuck off. That was it. The album was done.
Okay, yeah.
And it was like done in 3 days.
And how long does Pink Floyd take on an album?
About 3 years.
Well, exactly. So that must have been a strange experience for him.
Funny enough, a friend of mine, a drummer called Paul Garisto, who I played with in the Psychedelic Furs, he did an album with Iggy Pop.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the same. And he was on a session rate. And so he went into the studio, and Iggy was like, here's the song. So Paul would play it, and he's like, yeah, that's great. And Paul was like, what do you mean? We're not going to do it again? Iggy's like, no, we're not.
Yeah.
So I suppose that's punk.
I was speaking to another producer lately as well. Another trick was session musicians would always insist on an overdub because apparently they get paid the
You get
same
paid
again
more.
and again and again for every.
Yeah, for every overdub.
So there's lots of many reasons for why something's overproduced or underproduced.
And also, if you work with an orchestra like the Royal Philharmonic or the London Symphony or one of those lot,
Yeah.
they stop every 15 minutes for a tea break.
Yeah.
So if you've got a long piece of music,
But the orchestra stopped for tea. Yeah.
it's written into their contracts.
Oh, nice.
It's
Very
bizarre.
British.
Yeah. Well, actually, very American as well.
Yeah.
Because they have. I remember when we first did TV in America, you're not allowed to move your equipment. They have to. The union has to move it for you.
Yeah.
And if you do move it, they just throw the switch, turn everything off.
Wow.
It's brutal.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're trapped. You can't
do
no
anything.
agency whatsoever.
No.
That's very
it's,
bizarre.
It's
Also getting stuck in album deals like that, and you can't record anything. 'cause
You
they
know
own
what?
You. That's
I was,
very scary.
I was chatting to Kevin Godley
Yeah.
from 10cc the other day,
Amazing.
who I've become friends with. He lives in Ireland.
Oh.
And we were talking about the old days, and I said, I bet you didn't make any money, did you? No. He's like, no, of course we didn't.
Really? And they were absolutely next top tier producers, right?
Yeah, and
the
then
sound
they became,
got on their albums.
They became video and...
invented a guitar
But
gadget.
I looked through their back catalogue, and they were on top of the pops every week.
Yeah.
Like...
So where did they not make money? Bad deals? Or-
Bad record deals in perpetuity.
Yeah. Like Scientology, you're owned for the next 600
Yeah, and
lifetimes.
you can't renegotiate.
Yeah.
Because... And also, written into those contracts was... For any medium that exists now, or maybe may exist in the future. So
that
they
is a
sort
very
of.
Scientology contract.
I remember saying to Robert once, he's like, "Yeah, it's a global thing. It's the whole world." I'm like, "Okay, then will you give me the rights for Mars?"
Yeah.
And he did.
Wow.
He gave me the rights for the whole Cure catalogue for Mars. So, and it's getting close now.
Really?
Well, Mars. I mean, not.
So you're hoping in the future to own Mars, and then you get the rights to the Cure.
Well, I'm going to talk to Elon Musk
Right. Yeah.
about it.
Oh,
See what he says.
the world's most inventive serial killer sending 50 people to Mars.
Why is he an inventive serial killer?
Because that's the joke. Like, everyone was meant to get on the ship and a one-way ticket to Mars.
Ah,
So
right.
it's a huge amount of money spent just to get rid of. Because how are you going to survive up there? Or the first generation?
Well, you get out there and you can listen to the Cure.
And pay you.
Pay me.
Yeah.
Right, you can play a song from the new record. This is like a world premiere.
No, I can't actually. You're going to play
What?
it live because you gave it to me on a SoundCloud.
Yeah, you can play that.
Okay, all right. Which one do you want? Luckily,
We'll play
I have got it
play
all.
the title track, which is called Projections.
I'm here with Roger O'Donnell live, and we're talking about which one was it? Godley or Cream?
Godley.
Godley. Is he happy though?
Yeah, he seems
Okay,
happy.
yeah.
He's a really nice bloke, and he looks exactly the same
Yeah.
as you remember from Top of the Pops, but grey.
Yeah.
So his hair's the same, beard's
Yeah.
the same. Really nice bloke. I'm very much enjoying our conversations.
Yeah, I mean, it must be amazing.
Yeah.
Their lyrics are hilarious.
Oh, Mimi's telling me to suck in my stomach because because of the camera. She's my stylist.
We're getting yeah. Well, that's good advice. Here's Projections from the album Projections.
Correct.
Very, very science fiction dystopian vibe I'm getting there, Roger.
Yeah.
Brooding.
I'm not sure that I like the way that everybody has to kind of put it in a box.
I'm sorry about that. I'm just trying to initiate chat.
Well,
what would you like to
just,
say?
It's just
Take
what
it
it
as
is,
it
isn't
is.
it?
It's
It's
Zen,
just
Buddha.
it. But I think
Accept.
people are only comfortable if they can compare things to other things because it gives them a reference point.
It
But
does, it's true.
It's
It's lazy.
what was that?
I think that rolled on to the next track.
So I've got the multi-track here of that song,
Yeah.
and if you crank up number 4, I can play the. I think I can. So this is just the piano track with nothing else. So, and this song came about because of this piano track. So this is a Rhodes Mark 8, which is the new one that they've kind of remanufactured. And it's a pretty simple figure that just repeats through the song.
Yeah. Well, this was why I was trying to nudge you towards discussing John Carpenter,
Dystopian.
who's very, very efficient at using very few sounds. You must have come across John Carpenter's work along the way.
The film?
Well, he did the soundtracks because there just wasn't the budget.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it's very, very simple, like very,
Well,
simple motifs.
I think in my early days when I was into jazz fusion and jazz funk, it was all about the amount of notes that you could play.
Well, yes.
But then when I joined The Cure, it was like Robert basically taped my fingers together so that I wasn't able, metaphorically, so I wasn't able to play like I used to. And the same thing he did with Boris, the drummer at the time, because we both came from the same background.
Wow.
And Robert really is of the less is more school.
Very much.
And I think that's really permeated my music. And it's also, if you listen to a lot of the people like Steve Reich and Philip Glass, although they play a lot of notes, it's very much less is more. It's very minimalist.
But how do you think they carry that? Because you have to have a powerful emotive substance to carry that simplicity
Yeah,
through,
it's emotion.
Right? Because in actual fact, what you're basically saying is fiddliness is just to impress an audience. They're not necessarily feeling anything.
It can
Whereas
be.
Cure songs can really hit you.
I think it's all about emotion. I think the more notes you get in there, the less room there is for emotion. And my music is fundamentally about emotion. Mimi always says that all my music's so depressing and sad.
Can we squeeze in that talking about Untitled? Did you?
No, Simon wrote that, but I played the harmonium.
You
but
can't get much more simple than that.
Well, yeah,
or emotional or depressing.
Exactly. I don't find it depressing.
I don't find it either, but everyone says the most depressing pop
I'm
song
a very
and unfinished,
happy and jokey person in real life.
Yeah.
And as you said in a text last night, you thought I was the happiest, successful person you'd ever met.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm successful, but anyway. So I have to have an avenue for exploring the dark side.
Yeah.
And that is the music. So So you can see it's pretty sparse, this track, but there's a lot of other things going on. I can bring in the moog with it as well.
Yes, bring in the moog. I like that you say moog and not moog.
Well, it's like saying Nike instead of Nike.
Yeah.
Or Stussy instead of Stussy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, I was supposed to bring you a T-shirt.
Yeah. Yes.
They're in the cupboard.
Of course they are. You take your time.
See, that's the Moog, which actually I've always been very hesitant about putting analog instruments in with the Moog because it's purely electronic. It is analog, but it's electronic. But I've just discovered that the Rhodes and the Voyager just fit perfectly together. They just sound amazing together.
Yes, that is a problem. And often they don't sit well together pieces.
If you listen to this bit, that's both together.
Yeah.
So it's quite. That opened up a whole new world for me.
Yes, that is quite a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting instruments to sit.
And people are always like. I remember when I was working on ballet projects and we went to see the Russian ambassador before all the nonsense happened. No, it's not nonsense. It's awful. I don't want to downgrade that.
Yeah, let's not go there, Roger.
No, anyway, so he was a very nice bloke anyway, but he's like, yeah, and I was talking about doing a ballet, and he's like, you need to put the rock guitar.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds a bit more Spanish, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Yeah.
He's like, you want to put rock guitar in there? And I'm like, no, not really.
Why are you taking advice from this man?
Well, because I was in his house. And he made me a very nice cup of tea.
Yeah, that's not working today.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
So,
No.
all right, do you want to play another one then? Or do you want to play something by somebody else?
Yeah, well, have you play live?
Oh, I could do, but
Come on, noodle for us.
I can. So I can talk about. So I've got a Voyager in the studio,
Yeah.
which is like a modern version of a mini Moog.
Yeah.
And of course, a lot of people will call it a Moog, but I'm English, and as we were just saying, it's just the way we pronounce it.
I'm desperate to hear it.
I'll play a little bit of it then.
Roger O'Donnell here.
I just have to open a new session.
Okay. Take your time. Should play some incidental music in the meantime.
This might work. What is that instrument? This. Okay, so this is the Voyager. So this is called a. Can they hear me?
No.
Really.
Hold on. No, you're gonna have to shout from over there.
All right. So this is a Moog Voyager, and it's called subtractive analog synthesis, because you start off with for the nerds. You start off with oscillators, and you don't add stuff. You take stuff away from it. That's why it's called subtractive. So then you end up with the sound, and my sounds are generally pretty muted. I don't like all those kind of. I'll give you a demonstration of like sort of spiky, squeaky sounds.
Okay. Sound Roger would not use.
That's rather more than less, though, isn't it?
I was just thinking that, Roger. And actually, how much pressure must be on your fingers when you're playing such simple motifs in front of 100,000 people?
Actually, I'm very. I think it was about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
That my whole attitude to being on stage changed.
Yeah.
Up until like 96, sort of that kind. Up until kind of like the late 90s, I would walk on stage and I'd see these keyboards, which are very. Obviously black and white in front of you, and it's very categoric what notes are what.
Yeah.
And I would walk on stage, I'd see this thing, I was thinking, oh shit, it's my enemy.
Yeah.
It was like I had to fight it and wrestle with it to make me play the right notes.
Yeah.
But then just overnight, just like that, and strangely enough, Robert had the same realization. We walked on stage and we just felt totally comfortable.
But what was that fight, though, for you?
Well, it was the fight of playing the right notes.
Right.
Because, I mean, when you think about it, you go on stage to play 3 hours of music, that's a lot of notes in your head. I said to Robert once about lyrics, I was like, why do you keep forgetting the words? And he's like, I have to go on stage, it's like memorize an entire fucking book.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh yeah, all right then.
Yeah.
It's true.
But the Cure are not known really as a band that mess up and make mistakes. So you
Thanks
well
for saying that.
Hiding it.
Well, there's the old adage, isn't there? If you make a mistake, do it twice.
Yeah.
And then it's not a mistake.
Yeah. Get back up on the horse.
Yeah. But usually
that just was an overnight thing.
yeah overnight.
Some sort of weird astrological realignment, and you and Robert
And I walked
both
on stage and I'm
enjoyed
like,
stage.
the keyboard is my friend.
Yeah.
I really felt that it was my friend.
Did you start playing a lot looser in a
Much
way?
looser, much
Yeah.
better.
A bit more Bernie Worrell.
Oh, I don't really like his playing. Mate, he's a bit mad. So, no, not a bit like that.
No, okay.
Because, you know, as we were saying, less is more, and really within the structure of the Cure, you're not really going to go up there and wail on the old keyboards, are you?
No, and thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
But it was a really nice moment, and ever since then, I just walk on stage and start walking into my living room.
Yeah.
Well, there's more people. I
Yeah.
can't get that many in my living room.
Yeah.
But
But you had the problem with your simps going out of tune and all that as well. That must have been a nightmare.
I tell you what, so there's a song where I play a gliss at the end of it, which is, you know, I put my finger at the top of the keyboard and run it down to the bottom, which is a lot of people, well, my naysayers call it too Liberace, but I find it quite demonstrative.
Yeah.
And so I did this, and without knowing it, there's a button on the keyboard that can tune so I knocked it down half a semitone, right? And then I start the next song, which is just piano for about 16 bars, and then Robert comes in with acoustic guitar. So I'm starting playing the song. It's called Trust, and I'm playing. I'm thinking, yeah, sounds all right. I'm getting this right. It's good. And then Robert joins in with the guitar, and it's half a semitone out of tune. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
What have they done? They've tuned his guitar up wrong.
Yeah.
And then I realised it's not him, it's me.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the keyboard, I'm like, how did I do that?
Yeah.
And I see this button and it says plus.
Yeah.
So I keep playing until the break before we start the verse.
Yeah.
I hit the plus button and we're all back in tune.
Do you remember what keyboard was this? Sequential?
No, it was a Kurzweil
Wow.
mother keyboard.
Okay.
And I think we defeated that button after.
You just had it taken out.
Oh, we had
You
it taken out.
detected
Russ took it out,
deleting it. Yeah.
shot it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nightmare. There's
Yeah.
one on the CZ101 as well,
Yeah, I don't like those
Yeah,
kind
I
of
know you
buttons.
won't.
Why would you ever use them?
because they sound great. I actually brought one in. I don't know why, because it's my favourite preset of all time on the.
We'll
the
get it
Roland.
out and play it.
Yeah, I should get it. All right. Let's have another one. Should we have another one
Yeah.
from the album?
Yeah,
Or
let's play One Step Forward.
Unfortunately, that one says processing, so I don't know if you haven't uploaded it properly or the
Oh, that's weird.
they're
We'll
not
play
allowed.
a Siren Call.
Okay. Here we
What is
are.
that? Yeah, for a little bit of demonstration.
Sirens.
A Siren Call, that was called. I don't know why the title's what brings them. They just come of their own accord.
Should we
You don't have to play this one.
should we have an argument about the D50 versus the Moog and plug it in and have you fiddle with it?
Well, I can't fiddle with it because you can't fiddle with LA synthesis. Well,
No,
you
but
can.
I'm just going to play you my favourite preset of all
All
time.
right.
Yeah? You'll play it.
What is it? Is it from what's his name? Van Halen.
Oh. That is that's the same story.
I
That's
think
you being out of tune, and they end the song on the end of the tour with Jump out of.
Oh, is that why they called it Jump?
No, but they got rid of the keyboard player and they'd had it.
Oh, well, that's
in the
not a
wrong
very nice story, is it? I don't
waveform,
want to hear that.
No, but it was like yours. Where
That's
it's just a
horrible.
semitone out.
Why are you
Terrible,
trying
and you couldn't
to
tune it.
upset me?
No, it's not that one. The Jump preset.
I think that's an Oberheim.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah.
pinstripe Oberheim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never got into Oberheims.
Yeah.
Tom from Thompson Twins hit the synth bass on all of the Thompson Twins albums is Oberheim.
Yeah. It's a lovely sound. What don't you like about it?
I don't know, I just didn't like the pinstripes, I don't think.
Yeah.
Now you mention
A
it.
bit plasticky, aren't they?
You got to have wooden end plates.
Oh yeah, Moogs are heavy. You got to trust a heavy bit of kit, haven't you?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it needs to have gravitas. It needs to be when you walk up to it, you feel like if you walk up to some plasticky thing, like the DX7, which is brown, you're not going to play anything cool, are you? It's all going to come out brown.
Hey, what about Prefab Sprout?
Exactly. What about?
Oh Jesus.
Oh wait, I'm getting wincing sounds.
No, I'm a massive advocate of
What's
Prefab
this?
Sprout. This is Cocteau Twins.
Oh yeah, good. I know Liz.
Oh, you know Liz?
Yeah.
How is she?
Well, I haven't seen her in a while.
Tell her we say hello.
I will.
Hey everybody listening in. Yeah, just chatting with Roger O'Donnell about synthesis, which I think we should have more of actually, because he did just bring the synth in, not to play us anything, but just to explain synthesis to us. So I think we'll expect a lot more of that in the second. And I've got him on my Roland D50, and I'm going to get him to play my favourite preset of all time, and he'll probably hate it, but let's see if we can get any love for Roger for the newer forms of synthesis, post-analog. Not yet. This one's Seekers Who Are Lovers. Cocteau Twins, Mark Clifford remix. So here we go, we're going to fade up now. First impressions there, Roger. He said very Vangelis. Shout your impressions there as you tinkle. Oh, I'm in heaven. Roger O'Donnell playing the soundtrack preset on the Roland D50. Oh, he does like it. Very nice, he said. You must do. It's a classic.
Yeah, that's a great sound.
Oh, whoa, what a relief. I was just trying to find the Prince tune that he uses it. It's an unreleased, because I was going to go on to talk to you about, you get hold of a great synth and a sound you love, but then you hear another great band use it in a very good way, and you think, oh, God, if they've done it now, you can't use that sound.
We used to play, obviously, San Francisco, and every time we went there, I'd invite everyone from Sequential Circuits who made the profit into the gig. And if ever I played a preset, I could see the guy that programmed it sitting in front of me, and I'm like, ooh, you can't do that. So really what you should do when you buy a new synth is delete all of the presets in it.
Right.
And make it your own.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, when you buy an electric guitar, it just makes it straightforward, and it's a matter of what pedals you put it through.
They'll talk to you about tone for hours and hours on YouTube.
Oh, God, Reeves, come on. He's got like... he's got this pedal board in front of him. It's like as big as a sideboard, and I swear he doesn't know what any of the buttons do. And I'm like, all of my sounds are pre-programmed with delay and whatever needs to be on the sound, and every song he has to change it by doing this like tap dance on these pedals.
Yeah, very agile, that, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not that agile.
Just the tip of the toe.
He's an old boy. He's actually younger than me, and I call him Grandad. Actually, we call him the Colonel. That's his nickname.
Are you talking about the Cure's guitarist?
Yes,
right now? Yeah.
Reeves Gabrel, who was with the Duke for 10 years, from Tin Machine through to...
Wow.
I'm Afraid of Americans.
Did he enjoy that time?
I think he did.
Nice.
I think he's got some great stories about the Duke. He seems like a great bloke.
Frustratingly, Roger tells all the best stories off air. Do you want to talk about that? Just a little quick recap about how you got The Cure onto MTV before they really wanted to accept alternative music?
Yeah, well, it was 1989. It was April, I believe, and it was the night before we were about to leave for Denmark for the first show of the Prayer Tour promoting Disintegration. And we were in a hotel in London for some reason. I don't know why. And for some untold other reason, the Cocteau Twins were there as well, and Echo and the Bunnymen, and the president and vice president of MTV, which at that time only played like straight ahead rock. They didn't really play anything. I guess they probably played like R&B, like Janet Jackson, that sort of thing. But they didn't play alternative music. So we're in this hotel room. It was probably mine, because I don't know why. I always used to end up having parties in my room. So there was me and Robert, Ian from Echo, Liz and Robin from Cocteau Twins, and these two blokes, I can't remember what their names were. And Robert said, "Here, get them drunk, get them to play The Cure on MTV. We'll be laughing then." He didn't actually say it like that because he doesn't really talk like that, But anyway, so that was my job. So I had to keep ordering room service drinks to get them. And you asked why Robert didn't do the schmoozing himself, because it's beneath him, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
He couldn't be seen to be doing that. And besides, at that moment, he was having a massive argument with Ian about which hairspray lasted longest. I think there was a bottle of Elnet in the room. And at the same time, Robin had this big chunk of, I don't know what it was, some drug. It wasn't cocaine. It wasn't like an class A drug. It was like, what's that thing that makes you happy? I don't know. Acid. No, not acid. Ecstasy. That was it. Ecstasy.
Yeah.
He's like, "Come on, man, have a wee nibble of this." Yeah. I'm like, "No fucking way, I'm not doing that." And all night long, he's like, "Come on, man, have a wee nibble." I'm like, "No, I'm not going to." So,
he didn't look that happy anyway, was
No, he wasn't happy.
Wasn't it working for him?
And then, so through the night, I was plying them with drinks. I'm saying, "Look, you need to get into alternative music. It's going to be the next big thing. Yeah. It's a no-brainer. And we've got this new album, which is brilliant. You can play it, and that'll be, bingo." So what happens next? They play the shit out of it. Love Song goes to number 3 in the US. Hello. Yeah. Number 1, Madonna. Number 2, Janet Jackson. Number 3, The Cure. What? I mean, what?
Love Song.
Unbelievable. And then, so a few years later, I go to see Rufus Wainwright in Bristol.
Yeah.
And there's Liz in the same sort of box. And I'm like, "Hello, Liz. You probably don't remember this, but I met you in a hotel room. She said, "Oh, please don't tell me any more about that story." I'm like, "It's all right. Nothing happened. It wasn't weird or anything." So that was that. And then
Well-
I just saw her with Massive Attack.
I'm going to ask a question now, which I'm not sure I want the answer to, but were the MTV people in any way into music whatsoever?
I can't remember.
It irritates me so greatly that these people end up in a situation like that. Because how can you argue with Love Song? You know, how could they have ignored it?
They weren't arguing. It's just that they weren't
But you
into
had
that
to
genre.
put it into their world.
But they hadn't entered that genre, so
Right.
they used The Cure as a vanguard. You know,
Yeah.
and
Okay, and then from then on, you were big.
they were lovely chaps.
Yeah, okay.
Especially when they were blind drunk.
Oh my god!
Imagine the extras bill for that hotel.
I just can imagine two suits in there, not really knowing who.
They were
Cocteau
all right. They were
Twins
kind of
are
hip.
and-
They took their suit jackets off.
Okay. My A&R has an electric guitar.
Well, Frank Zappa said that about. He said, "Look, in the '70s, A&R people were musicians into music, and that's why good music got made.
Yeah.
And then gradually they were replaced by accountants. I remember in the mid to late '90s,
It's very true. Yeah.
all of the guys that run record companies were accountants, and it was just, I mean, it was the start of the death, wasn't it?
Well, actually, as well as that, he said it was the old men in bowler hats who ran everything back then.
Yeah.
Were
What's
the
wrong
ones
with bowler
taking
hats? then?
bigger risks, you know, Captain Beefheart and Frank Zappa.
Right.
But then they got a young kid in to do the tea, and he did it right about twice. And they go, "Oh, you can be head of A&R now," and that was
Yeah.
the beginning of the end.
The end,
Children
yeah.
telling children
T-boys.
what's cool, and
You can't have
things
T-boys.
got much more conservative. Like, would Captain Beefheart ever get signed
No, not now.
today on CBS or something? It's insane.
No, we're not.
Who else? I mean, even Bob Dylan.
Yeah, well, I was never a big fan of his.
No, I don't imagine.
I saw his artwork the other day. I was taking it into this gallery on Bond Street,
Oh yes.
and they said,
What did
"Oh,
you
yeah,
think
look,
of
I
Bob Dylan's artwork,
I
Roger
thought it was
O'Donnell?
fucking awful. The woman,
Surprise.
I said to the woman, I said, "Look, if this wasn't Bob Dylan, this wouldn't be within a mile of this gallery, would it?"
Yeah.
Yes.
And he also does these sculptures out of iron.
But it's Bob Dylan.
Yeah, well, I love Bob Dylan singing.
Yeah.
Do I?
Oh God. You
I
are.
don't know really.
Yeah. Roger O'Donnell. Any other hot topics? I'd love a bit more prog chat with you.
Prog.
Yeah.
Oh no, I thought
I got really sad that this kind of got. It's just been a lot of chaos going on, but I maybe I shouldn't tell you. Or maybe we should arrange to do this again another time because I've got a great present for you.
It's a cape. I know it. He just raised his eyebrows in a larky
It
kind
is.
of way.
I'm going to sew you and embroider a
Oh,
wonderful.
no. You know what
beautiful
the worst
cape, and I'm
thing-
going to present it to you.
The worst thing about all of this, right, is Rick Wakeman. Love him or hate
Yeah,
him.
maybe people don't know this backstory. Let's start from the beginning. Why you have such animosity?
Oh, because all
towards
through
prog.
my career, you say to somebody, "Yeah, I'm a keyboard player." He's like, "Oh, where's your cape, mate?" And I'm like, "I haven't got a fucking cape." What I wanted to say about Rick Wakeman.
Did they
is-
really though? Because at that time there would have been people playing piano in pubs and all that. It's
Yeah,
just
not
'cause
with
you had
capes.
all your fancy synths,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
really they see the synth and then they
Right,
see you.
Whose side are you on?
Well, I'm just trying to say they were pianists back then.
They were what?
Pianists. So I'm just saying you caused it yourself in a way by
What?
walling yourself
No,
behind.
I never had a wall of synths. The
Didn't
most
you
I ever
have every model of sequential circuits on stage with you?
guilty as charged.
Which band was that with?
Psychedelic?
Why
players.
did you feel you needed every
Because
model?
I needed to. They had a lot of different sounds.
Who carried them around for you?
I had a keyboard tech called Filthy.
And what happened to him? Arthritis?
He's Welsh.
Yeah,
That's what happened to him.
really. Yeah.
Filthy. I haven't heard from
How
him
the
in a
hell
while.
did he carry it? Because those things must have weighed
They were quite heavy.
major money.
But what? Look, can you just let me finish?
Yeah,
Look, you
carry
think
on,
of Rick
yeah.
Wakeman, you think he's
Yeah.
old. God bless him. I wish him a good long life.
Yeah.
But the bad news is when he's gone, he's got a son.
Right.
So it's not going to
The
end.
legacy continues.
The legacy.
Is his son into multi-octave?
Yes. Well, what do you think?
I'm not sure.
His
Often
son
there's
is a chip off the old block.
Rebellion.
No, there's no rebellion there.
No rebellion.
He's on to something. He's going to milk it. Isn't
What would be the opposite of being a prog keyboard star? Yeah, as a you know, if you were
Oh,
the
what,
progeny,
career-wise? In
what
music?
would he have done? The son in your eyes would have been the best choice.
Working at fishmongers.
Yeah. Okay. While we've been talking, I've been scrolling through all of my Prince unreleased. It's like 9,000 gigabytes of it, trying to, because it is a great topic that we could have, like the you know, sounds that have been used really well.
So,
across
sounds that
different
have been
bands.
reused. A friend of mine, a good close friend of mine called Roy Bennett, who's the best lighting designer in the world. He did 2 or 3 tours with us. He started his career with Prince, and he would go around to Prince's house, like in the old days when he was doing the first albums, and Prince would say, "Oh, can you hold that key down on the keyboard?" while he was recording. So Roy was actually on some of the albums.
Which ones? The early ones?
Yeah, the early ones.
Look, you're saying you don't know this. There's no way you don't know this, but this kind of ended. I think this is the ARP Odyssey or Axe. If it will play. No, wait, I'm on the wrong. You've got me confused with all the channels we're using. Okay, here we go. Shh. Shh, Roger.
Is it coming?
Oh my
And they got to
God,
press play.
Something's going on today.
We need Russ.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Are you really a DJ?
We've moved all the channels around.
Oh, that's nice. Fender Rhodes.
Yeah, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Oh, I know this one.
Of course you do. And then the other line comes in, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
How'd you get that bass sound? Turn up the mids.
It's clicky. It's probably flat wound strings. I can't hold it in forever.
Quite an unwieldy sort of frequency to manage that, isn't it? It can get out of...
Yeah, you could destroy speakers with that.
Yeah. You know the famous one that inspired the whole of sort of G-Funk was the Ohio Players, the Worm.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Maybe we should play
That
that.
album, Honey.
Yeah.
Oh. Moderating.
Yeah. Hello. What a tune. A legendary tune. Roger's gonna let's have some. Should we have the full range of the Moog Voyager from the sweetest to the roughest? Yeah, let's have
The
some.
bass will come out.
Let's have some bass. Oh
Now, I've just got to sculpt the sound.
Needs more squelch.
Possibly the greatest bass line ever written.
Yeah. What about Watermelon Man?
Can't play that on a synth. Yeah, you need a piano for that.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Play
So
some
that's
of-
the bass.
Play some more of your favourite bass lines. That's some nice.
You know that
Come on.
most of these bass lines start with 3 on the E. Have you seen that track by?
Most start with 3 on the E.
Yeah. Yeah, well that's... Oh, you were asking about stereo. Does it broadcast in stereo?
Yes.
So, if I do this...
Yeah.
Is that going across the stereo spread?
Yeah. headphones. I'm enjoying it. I'm finding it very... Play something very calming for us. It's been a very stressful period. Oh, yeah.
Let me just put a bit of delay on there.
Yeah.
Because that always helps.
I can put some on here.
That's enough of me noodling. Come on, let's play another track.
Can I ask you just a very rudimentary...
Yeah.
Can you hear... You've got just the synth going into the sound card, into the laptop,
Yeah.
into here. Listen how much noise is on there. How the hell... When I'm doing stuff in the desk, there is so much noise with the pedals, the reverb.
Yeah.
How do you get a clean recording? Do you have a load of DSs?
What you need to do is turn down the gain and I bump up the output.
Okay.
Because the signal to noise ratio. Because I'm only about on a quarter. If you pull it all the way down,
yeah,
and I turn this up,
yeah,
it will sound better.
Oh yeah. Okay, so more coming through here.
Yeah. It's all about signal to noise.
Yeah.
Which is a Cure song, actually.
Signal to Noise by The Cure. Thank you, Roger.
You're welcome. That's enough of that noodling. Let's play another song off the album.
I loved it. I really enjoyed the noodling. Okay, we'll have another one from the album. You've just sent it to me.
Do Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, there's that guy. Dun, 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 dun. That's it. That's what you're getting.
Your gifts coming up, yeah.
What about this one? This one's good. For synth thump.
Yeah.
What would you say? That sounds very Moog-ish.
Yeah.
Do you always favouring your right hand because you're
Yeah, it's only you can only play one note at a time anyway.
What a tune.
It's monophonic, and then this is vibrato, and that's pitch bend, and also for changing the sounds. So
Hello, Roger.
hello, Charlie.
So we're going to play another piece from your album, Projections, and you'd like to talk a little about it.
Yeah, I'd like to talk a little about this one. This one's probably it is definitely the oldest track on the album. One that I wrote probably maybe even 10 years or more ago. And it sort of harks back to the previous two electronic albums. It's more in line with them than this one. And I collaborate with a guy that does beats in Philadelphia called Alka, and he did the beats on this, and he also introduced a couple of nice little synth themes that I progressed. So it's a really good collaboration. I've only met him twice, and I just send him a track.
How did you meet him in the first place?
In 2005, when I left the Cure, when I was left of the Cure, I started a record label, and we released a sampler, and we got a load of different acts together, and I really liked what he was doing, and we stayed in touch, and I played on a couple of his records, and he always plays on mine.
What kind of guy is he? What's he been doing in the...
I don't know what he does previously. I don't know what he does for a living. I don't think he makes money from music.
His sound is quite similar to yours, or...?
Yeah, it's really interesting stuff. I really like it.
He also hates the DX7?
I think he smashes them. He spends a lot of time soldering keyboards.
Do you seriously not like Prefab Sprout?
I couldn't sing if you put a gun to my head.
Are you saying they don't have any hits?
No, it's
Or
not
you
that. I
just
just
don't
don't
know
know them.
Okay, well that's fine. You're not allowed to have an opinion then, are you, on them?
No, I could love them, couldn't I?
You could love them.
I don't like the name.
I wonder what... Yeah, I know, it's an interesting name. I wonder what song we should play, Roger, from Prefab Sprouts. They love a good synth.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. Mostly the DX7, though, sadly.
you might recognise them.
Okay, so this is a 2 and 2 is 3.
Yeah, and this is Mimi's favourite song.
Out to Mimi, thanks for the coffee. Oh no, we've been fed loads of cakes. Just as a. Let's have that other one you mentioned.
What other one? Other bun.
No, from the album.
Oh,
One
right.
Step Forward.
One Step Forward. This is the next track. I really like this one.
It's very soothing. We just need to take it easy.
So the record's going to be out on all the streaming platforms on 10/29, which is my birthday. And then we had a few problems with the vinyl.
Why?
Because
Tell
there
me.
was some phase problems,
Oh.
and the groove was non-contiguous.
Wow.
So
I'm trying to imagine what that must mean. It's a little bit too zigzaggy.
no, the groove ended.
Oh. Wow.
It ended and then started somewhere else.
So it became a lock groove, but
the stylus
popped out of the
jumped
groove.
out.
Yeah.
So that was
That's a big
We
problem.
didn't even get to test pressing. So a new test pressing is arriving today, hopefully, and then I can okay it, and then they'll start pressing them.
Well, thank you for doing your little part to keep vinyl alive, because they're really trying
Yeah.
to make everything streaming, and it's a right
I'm not
nightmare
sure
to
though.
do vinyl.
It doesn't. I mean,
In the future,
it
you will own
crackles.
nothing and be happy, as they say.
yeah, Swedish Death Cleanse.
Yeah, you're not allowed. You're not allowed a lovely, crackly piece of vinyl.
Well, but it does crackle.
This is illegal. No eating of buns on air. All right, we'll have one step forward.
I'm hungry.
You're a renegade.
Cyril Nelson was one of those really sort of peripheral artists, wasn't he? That never sort of went mainstream. Bebop Deluxe.
He is
I don't know what they were
prolific. Bebop Deluxe was more sort of, I don't know what you would say, post-rocky.
All those bands like Hatfield in the North, and you know what I mean. Well, you're a bit young.
But he does all his solo stuff.
Very pop though.
Was he?
Bill Nelson. Yeah, yeah.
But he played a big guitar.
But he does a lot of studio stuff. So I'm thinking I'll play you a bit of that
Of
as
Bill
we
Nelson.
wind down.
Is it a keyboard? Shouldn't
Yeah,
it be in that theme of things?
What thing of things?
You know, shouldn't it all be synth? Are you going to play some Tonto's Expanding Headband?
No, you are. We're going to have some of Roger's favourite Tonto. Thank you, Roger. It's been lovely today.
Well, thanks for having me.
We're not leaving yet. We're just on the slow dismount.
Yeah, it's the hill down from the top.
Yeah. Out to everybody listening in. I hope you enjoyed it.
And if you didn't, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Charlie doesn't care.
Oh, yeah.
He's adopting a new attitude to life. I'm going to become his life coach.
How much will you charge?
Nothing. It's a labour of love.
They can be quite expensive, life coaches.
Yeah, I understand that,
And
but
you have to take a big loot. I don't know if anyone's paid for a life coach, but what if it doesn't work out?
my friend Glyn's a life coach.
What if you've got
and his life is a mess?
Yeah, what if you've got vastly different approaches to life?
Well, that's why you do it, isn't it?
So they're like, it's like hiring a dictator that just sort of tells you how
Not
you
necessarily.
should be thinking and living.
But kind of, yeah.
What's your friend's life coach doing for him?
No, he is a life coach,
Oh.
and he is like,
He's a mess.
he's a terrible mess.
Well, this is often the way. You never want to know the personal life of your therapist. This is often worse than yours.
Yeah, I've got a therapist.
Yeah. Do you know much about their personal life?
Zero.
Do they live in a constant bubble of satisfaction?
No,
and
but
happiness?
we do Zoom meetings to try and untangle the mess that lives in my head. And she's always got a fake background.
Oh yeah.
And she's got dreadlocks, and they
trust
don't work because
they're
because of the
zooming in
edging.
and out of
It's
okay.
very disconcerting.
So it looks like something's moving.
Yeah. This week she sat in front of a cupboard.
Right.
I guess she doesn't want to see me to see where she lives.
No.
Why?
Why don't you put a background on? Do you have
Well,
all
I
your,
try
your
like
Emmys behind
sunset. I haven't got any Emmys.
you? What do you get in the music words? Sony
Grammys.
Awards. Grammys. Yeah.
Grammys. I've got a medal. We were nominated once.
What, a medal?
Yeah.
I didn't know they had
I
that.
wear it.
You didn't even get a statue, you got a medal.
I wear it around
Like
the
a
studio.
military medal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, like an MBE
Did you see
thing.
King Charles yesterday?
No.
He's
I
got like
avoided that.
about 30 centimetres of medals. Did you like the way I metricised that?
Yeah.
He's got about a foot long of
Yeah,
medals.
of course he had the one that goes
And he's
out the
never
side.
been in
What's
a
that
war.
movie? Yeah, I know.
Has he
Yeah,
ever
but he's
been
in
a
charge
war?
of everything.
Yeah, but you don't get a medal for being in charge, do you?
What I saw a bit of, because we're big fans of Big Jet TV here, is that I couldn't work it out because I was skipping forward, but it was Trump landing, and I think they had 90 of the same plane, so no one knew what was in which plane it was. So it was the biggest plane you've ever seen.
There are
times
three.
5.
There are three Air Force
And
Ones.
it's so you don't know which one is the one.
It flew over me once when I was flying my helicopter.
But isn't that a funny? Imagine all the programming around that, doing like it's like the ball in a cup trick. You know, which plane is the president?
Well,
in?
they've got to, haven't they?
Guess which one? You
Yeah.
know.
I mean, it would
Spot
be
the Queen.
It
spot
would
the king.
be an absolute awful thing if somebody
terrible.
took
It
him
bears
out.
not thinking about. Shut up now.
Can you
Roger.
imagine?
Oh, God, I can imagine this radio getting shut down.
I wasn't being sarcastic. I think all human life is worthy.
Well, that's not allowed anymore. You're not allowed to
all
say
right
that.
then.
People are losing their jobs for saying that now.
Okay.
So it's you're meant to wish
Look,
death on everybody. These
have you
days.
been eating a power bar to get you through the
This
show?
is a good question for me, right? I was running around. I had a lot of things to do around town. You know, when you're hungry, you've missed lunch, you had a lot on. You go in the off license. What is the healthiest meal you can get out of an off license?
Star bar.
I get a yogurt drink, if there is one. Hopefully, I ran. Then one of these, Eat Natural. This one's, what's this? Cashew and blueberry. And I got some Revels for a little bit of dessert. It's a businessman's run around town lunch.
Revels, that's the chocolate box
Yeah,
in
you
a
get bit of
bag.
caffeine in there. Someone says I love a Star Bar. Sesame
Star bars,
snaps.
because they're kind of
They're annoying,
savoury
they're so
and
small.
sweet at the same time.
There's often pistachios for sale.
You know they're
They're about £6
downsizing.
nowadays.
They're downsizing.
What are?
Instead of charging more for chocolate bars, they're making them small. Also, what
I
I've
know,
noticed,
shrinkflation. Yeah.
they've made the hole in the middle of toilet paper bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know when it says on the side of a packet of toilet roll, it says
is what we should have done the
250 shits per roll? How do they know?
Yeah.
And then,
Sheets,
do you know when
Roger,
you...
sheets.
Oh, sheets.
Not
you know when
shits.
you have visitors and you've got like a cupboard
hell.
full of toilet paper
Yeah.
and you have visitors for the weekend and you look in the cupboard and it's empty, you're thinking, what the fuck have they been doing?
Yeah.
I've been following the instructions on the box.
What? Wipe once, then wipe again, like shampoo. Mimi, I said to Mimi the other day, she was washing her hair, and she said, "Oh yeah, I always do it twice." I'm like, that's just a ploy to sell more shampoo.
Yeah.
You know when it says wash, rinse,
Yeah.
repeat.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not real. You don't have to do that.
Yeah. What's your hair care regime, Mister?
What? Wash, rinse,
And go.
and go. Rinse and go.
Oh God.
We're gonna play another track. Come on,
This
look.
always happens when we're right at the end of the show, suddenly having a chat. It's when Mum comes to say, "Come on, we're going home now. You've got to stop playing with your friend." All right.
Do,
I don't know.
do you want to
choose
hear a
one. Have
really
some
sad
time.
story
Yeah.
about my birthday
Yeah.
that's coming up soon?
Okay.
It was about a week before my birthday, and one of my friends came round with like a white paper bag full of chocolate buttons
Right.
as a gift.
Yeah.
And
What age were you? Sorry.
I don't know, probably 8,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
maybe 9.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, oh yeah, thanks. And then my mum
Yeah.
came out and said, oh, it's not his birthday, it's not for a week.
And she
And
snapped them off.
she gave them back to him, and he took them away. And I never saw those buttons again.
So wait a minute. It was your birthday and your mum was wrong, and that's where the trauma
No,
is. Or it
he
actually
was wrong.
wasn't your birthday, and you got something.
You know
taken
when
off
you're
you.
8.
Where's the trauma here?
Look, when you're 8,
Does
you're
your
like,
mum know your own birthday?
I hope she did. I was a very traumatic birth. But when you're 8,
Yeah.
for a week, possibly a month,
the
running up
biggest
to your
thing that
birthday, you're
ever
like,
happened.
oh, it's my birthday on
Yeah.
in a month. It's my birthday in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's my birthday in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So he just got a bit confused.
Yeah.
So, but then she had no right intervening because I could have just gone along with it and I would have been buttoned up
Yeah. So how long did you hold this grudge with your mother?
for life.
For life.
I've never forgiven her.
Did it affect your business dealings as an adult,
With her, yes.
or any other people taking things out of your hand?
Well, I've never sort of preempted a big date ever since.
Yeah.
So don't forget, 10/29, my album's released.
Let's
Just send me chocolate buns.
And then withdraw them.
No, don't do that.
We'll withdraw. What do they say? Do you watch Arrested Development?
No.
Because mother's withholding.
Oh,
You know, and it goes around and she hears, "I'm withholding, am I?"
that,
You know,
well,
about-
see, that's Freudian. That
Yeah.
goes back to my therapy
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
all Freudian.
Mother's withholding. Is it withholding? How do they say she is? She just doesn't she doesn't show
Withholding.
much love. She's
Holding
always
back.
Holding back. Withholding. Mother's.
Who's that
You know,
bloke eating chocolate buns in the
That's disgusting.
chat?
Oh, I think maybe is it Maria's birthday on your birthday as well? Look at me getting off on being withholding. Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
that's Sopranos.
Roger has terrible mic technique, and I'm battling with it the whole show. Shame on you, Roger.
Why don't
for
you get some
making
more
this so
better dynamic
unprofessional.
mics?
No, why don't you just know some mic technique and talk closely to it and stop worrying about
I don't-
germs?
Iggy Pop was in here last week
No,
and
he
gobbing
wasn't.
all over this mic.
What do you think you could catch from a mic head?
Yeah.
You'd be
Would you like
surprised.
to know? Ask.
I've not. The worst thing I've heard is people getting electrocuted and having their legs broken from a cable to a mic.
That's
So that
horrible.
scares me. And now you're saying you can get syphilis
Yeah.
off it. So now I don't want to go anywhere near
No, you
any.
have to have a guitar to get electrocuted because it makes us.
Yeah, that was. It was a bass player that happened
It
to.
was what's his name
Yes.
from?
Yes, from that band playing. Yeah, and that is terrifying.
Surely somebody in the chat.
How does an electric charge go up a bass guitar lead? Where have they plugged that in?
No, it's not that. It usually comes down the mic and then you earth it with touching the strings.
Oh god. Oh my god. So it was the mic.
Generally, and it's probably because you haven't got Russ as your tech.
Yeah, Russ. We need Russ. No, it wasn't Moby, although it might have happened to Moby.
No, it was Ian McCulloch.
No. Dave. Dave Akomo.
He's still alive.
A lot of people got. No, Dave Akomo from.
Who
got
died
shot
from
across the
electric
stage.
shock?
Oh, people did die.
That's it. Les Harvey, Stone the Crows.
What
Ian,
gig was this? At like,
we were old.
was this Isle of Wight festival?
No.
That's an awful thing. That is an awful thing.
Happened to Moby too.
How do you protect against that?
You
Have-
wear rubber soft shoes.
Have rust.
You don't play the guitar and sing at the same time. Do you remember that guitar that Les Paul invented that had a microphone that came out of it?
Yeah, no, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it was. This doesn't sound like my album.
No, well, I played one just before the end. This is Aphex Twin.
The last song we're going to play is
Yeah.
dedicated to Ian and Mai's. Ian and Mai's? My and Ian's hairdresser since we were at art school, who died sadly last year, Keith. The lovely Keith. And this song is called I Can Only See You in a Mirror. So it's going to be the last one for today.
Okay, thank you so much, Roger.
You're welcome.
And you, Ben, are already in and ready, and they'll be up next. Out to everybody. Catch you soon. Tomorrow. Roger's being vague. He says it'll be available everywhere. He'll send me the pre-order link. I think they're wondering about vinyl. Do you have a Bandcamp? That's been delayed slightly. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Roger. Goodbye, everybody. Over to you, Ben, now. Have a good rest of your afternoon. And let me just press split. That one was called I Can Only See You in a Mirror, and it's off the album Projections, out very soon.